Listen, I don't expect bomb dog handling to come into play when you're a congressman. At least I hope not. But I'm curious because I've never spoken to a bomb dog handler. Can you just give me a quick overview? Like, where do you get the dogs? Certain breeds of dogs work better than others, how you trained them, just kind of the Cliff Notes version. I think it's a fascinating area.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the greatest privileges of my life. I say that, I feel like I completely lucked out. As an enlisted service member, I got to be a bomb dog handler. As an officer, I got to be a judge advocate. I would say I got lucky, but goodness knows I had to fight for all of it, right? So anyhow, yes, being a bomb dog handler, one of the coolest jobs you could dream of. The dogs are all raised by civilians in Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio. So we don't get them until they're about 1 or 2 years old. By then, that dog has already shown that it can be potty trained, that it's not afraid of unnecessary things, that it's not unnecessarily aggressive, that it's trainable, right? So every single dog that we get as handlers has a very basic level of checks the boxes, and that's where we take over as military, and then we train them to either be attack dogs or detection dogs, ideally both. And detection only in one of two areas, either drugs or bombs, because you don't want to know what they're sitting on, right? So you want to know if he's a drug dog, you don't have to evacuate the building. Very important. One of the also super cool things about Lackland in my old profession is that it's one of the rare jobs in the military where all of us, DOD-wide, train at the same school. So your classmates are from all service branches and your professors or instructors are from all service branches, which is just a really unique experience. And, other than that, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really been asked to reflect on that in recent. I mean, I don't know if I would have made it through my time in Bahrain, the trauma and the abuse that I experienced in Bahrain if I didn't have a dog. I don't really factor that in as much, but when I think about it, it's like I had a little companion that was always with me that cared about me during, I was 19 and 20 years old. I was a kid when I experienced what I did, 4,000 miles away from home, being promised that I would be punished if I exposed this stuff. So I think those dogs definitely saved my life. And then as far as personal growth as a bomb dog handler, I remember sort of chuckling in a dark way when I would come home would say like, hey, be safe. And it's like, well, my job is to literally poke around at things and see if they blow up. So be safe took on a really unusual meaning to me. And I think that's part of where I honed my fearlessness. I think as a child, I had to grow up very quick, be the adult in the room with my mom. So I became fearless very early. But I think being a bomb dog handler honed that fearlessness where it's like, hey, I'm going to go out, I'm going to do my job. I don't know if I'm coming back. I don't know what we're going to find. And, the more I say it out loud, it's kind of how I approach this campaign too. And it's how I've approached everything. So yeah, super formative.
Wonderful. And let's not forget a certain companion that you have now, Deitois. Is that correct? AKA Bear. Deitois, AKA Bear. Can you sing her praises a little bit?
Absolutely. I mean, Deitois is in all of my material. She's on, everything in my social media, on my website, in the video. So you can't miss her. Having gone through the bomb dog handling phase and going into college and law school, I wanted a dog more than anything in the world, but I also, as a bomb dog handler, was very responsible. Wanted to make sure that I was in the right place when I finally got that dog. When I was a kid, I also had a dog, and his name was Duke. So my little boy brain thought, like, when I get a dog, because I just assumed they were all boys, I'm going to name him Duke, and he's going to be my adult, he's going to be my companion. And after I took the bar exam, I started going to the pound. I saw Deitois. She is a shepherd Malinois, my two favorite breeds and the two predominant breeds in military bomb dog handling. And I was like, this is incredible. I've got to have her. And then I was like, I'll name him Duke. And they're like, she's a girl. And I was like, hold me up. prepared to name a girl dog. I wanted to do something pretty but strong, so I didn't want to name her Daisy. I wanted this to be my strong companion. We'd get through anything together, and so I named her Dems. I spent about a year in Detroit, in between repeal and law school. As it went through its conservatorship, I saw the strength, the spirit, the beauty of Detroit as it came out of the ashes, literally. Detroit is what was originally named by the French. You started to see them use that more, like coffee shops or T-shirts. Started to reintroduce that history of the city of Detroit. And so, in looking for something beautiful and strong, I was like, I think I've got a good name for this. And then as a pet, like a pet name, you've got your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you end up calling them something just trying to be endearing. I just started calling her Bear when I wasn't correcting her. And
well, no doubt Dems will be close to your side and enjoying a very expensive dog treat the night you win your seat in Congress. So good for her. She's picked a good human to pair herself with. Rocha, R-O-C-H-A, rochaforcongress.com, Facebook at Joseph C. Rocha, Twitter at Joseph_C_Rocha, Instagram at Joseph C. Rocha. Look for Dems. Joseph C. Rocha, thank you very much.